Roger Ed in Northern New Hampshire, 2521, Tango Charlie Oscar 02 returning. You're sounding wonderful in my receive here, sir. Appreciate you swinging the beam and getting back to me. We are here in a community called St. George's. We have you also here 5 and 9, sir. Sounding great. Back to you.
Tango Charlie 02. I did a lot of fishing up that way on the west coast there, up in the Portland Creek area, way up in, I must be halfway up the west coast there. I went up the Atlantic salmon fishing for about 5 or 6 years in a row and crossed over the Labrador and all that stuff, you know. Well, it was a great time. That was way back in the 70s, so I don't even know if they got it, but I didn't see them as much for all the fishing industries anymore. I know there was a pretty good country back then, you know. Portland Creek was rather wide and shallow and strong, but I think it was the best place I ever fished Atlantic salmon. I caught them up to 21 pounds, so my guy chasing me up and down the river there with his little boat. But he was happy somebody was catching him there. The weather, we got a storm. It should have been blowing up your way. That's probably why we're getting over. We had pretty good patch of stuff just north of New Hampshire, you know, and across the, to back and headed the other way. So you probably, maybe that's got something to do with it here. I'm running an RPI 2980 right now, about 125 watts, and with PDL 2 quad on the flat side there, over.
Roger, yeah, sounding choice here. Awesome signal, sir. And certainly do appreciate you getting back to us. Yeah, nice story on the fishing. Definitely the Atlantic salmon is probably, I would think, in my humble opinion, would be the best salmon that's ever been caught. I've tried the Pacific salmon, is not as good as the Atlantic for sure. Some great stories and some great hunting and fishing in this area for sure too. And I guess there's lots of that to be doing down in New Hampshire as well.
Delta, the handle is Z Echo Delta. I didn't catch yours, but I ain't doing a great job, so I don't know what you're running for equipment, probably ain't simple. I got all kinds. I've been in this game since 1957, so I got radios for the 23-channel carriers with Tempo 1, 570 Delta, Kenwood, 301, Sugar Delta, Jesu, so QRP. Military type radio, very low power, but a great radio. And then I got 751. I still like my old range. Usually it's quick snapping around between the frequencies. I really don't have to spend the BFO all day long or go places, you know. But they do more. I'm old school anyway, so that's how that goes. Yeah, I fished up there quite a few years when my kids were in a teen, where they didn't even go fishing yet, other than the closest trout pond and the barber, you know. They were 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, and after that we started going up into Quebec and way up towards Hudson Bay when they got a little older there, the Menahat River and up that way. But no, the Portland Creek was great for Atlantic salmon, and you're right, I just caught a 9-pound Atlantic salmon over here, and of course it was a little heavier tackle with an 8.5-foot fly rod, and I graduated to a 9.5-foot fly rod with a good fighting butt, and custom Valentine reels that held the 40-yard fly line about 300 yards back. Portland Creek, I don't know if you've ever fished it, but it's very shallow. And also that you can weight quite a bit of it. And if you weigh about 250 pounds like me, a good weight to stick it, I can get on the other side of the river. And get a lot of pulls. Some of the lighter fellas that get in the boat, but that's way with a guy with a little, push-pull boat. He did a good job. And down below the pool, and cast up to him. That was the trick. They had to have a dead float, dry fly, or a little shallow running nymph would get them. The big stuff coming up from the bottom, with the swells of the water in the river. And that was the secret way of really getting a good bunch of them. Took me a couple of years to find out after that. But most of the time when they were fighting it all, I had my 5 was the limit back then. But I caught a 9-pounder and a 7-pounder the same day at Lake Champlain over here between Vermont and New York. But I on a downrigger rod with a little heavier tackle, Didn't have a number 10 dry fly stuck in his nose, Roger.
Roger, that's quite the story. Yeah, you've certainly had a lot of experience in the fishing for sure. Ed, before I forget, and conditions are changing slightly, but still have you loud and proud here. My personal here is Andy, Alpha November Delta Yankee. My operating conditions are a Cobra 2000, which has been restored and modified by Snake Radio Customs in Arizona. That's Tim Trent. Totally went through the radio and redone. Doing a VideoGate here now, so I'll give you some information on how to find our little VideoGate of our conversation here. Yeah, it's a Cobra 2000 and stock, basically doing stock power, about 20 watts out the back, and running a Antron 99, which is about 15 feet at the base, 15 feet in the air at the base. Back to you.
Andy, I got somebody whistling right near here, but you're blowing right through them. You're still 8, 9, 10 over there. Great signal coming in here. My old beams on the horizontal has got the whistler there. There's a break there, whistler there. We probably should have moved off this one. Either zeros or, channel up and down, and 38 usually gets pretty hot there. So, great job here with the Cobra 2000, nice little radio. I've had all kinds of, in fact, I got a Cobra 135 base station here. Come around just about the first time they started getting sight there. It's the old one with license plate numbers like to come down for the time on them. It still works. It's quite an old rig. It does a pretty good job. Every once in a while, I like that old stuff, especially in the winter when I ain't got nothing to do. But, Andy, you're really booming in here. And if you want to, we'll see how this guy with the whistler goes here, over.
Roger, Ed. Yeah, I'm not having too much interference here for sure. You're sounding really good here. Just wanted to double check that my audio is okay, not too loud, is it?
No, break perfect. It's absolutely awesome. Your BBC, it's right up there, good and strong, and it's not splattering or, hits on the sputtering or anything. It's nice and crisp. You didn't even have to phonetically give me a name. It was absolute BBC voice quality. So whoever worked on your radio did a hell of a good job. We only got one guy who lives down here in Massachusetts to get this radio back up. I had it all reconditioned here about 6 or 8 months ago. Took him 3 months before I got it back. But I just moved up here. I had just it up and then just take a whisk of to warm up the get up on the thread on zero with the both the fine clarifier there. It's opened up, but they do a good job if they're tuned up by the right guy. The guy with the screwdriver does this here. Get another 20 watts that they don't have, Roger.
Roger, that's exactly so, yeah. Yeah, if you're ever looking to get a radio done, I'd highly recommend Tim Trent, your Snake Radio Customs. He has a website online, and you can check him out anytime you'd like, if you'd wish, to just to see what's on the go. He has lots of information there, and yeah, he did an awesome job, and he does live videos of the actual restorations and mods. So it's pretty fun stuff. You get to watch your build, you know, if you send him a radio or if he does a radio for you. Before we do lose condition, Ed, I want to give you some information on my own personal YouTube, in case you want to check this VideoGate. So if you do have access to YouTube, if you've got your own channel, you can just search up my YouTube channel, and the name is Andy Tobin. That's Alpha November Delta Yankee, and the last name Tango Oscar Bravo India November. And it used to be called Tobin Industrial. You can find it underneath YouTube under Tobin Industrial as well, but you certainly will find it much easier by just using my first and last name, sir.
QSL on that, Andy. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we got somebody else in there too. He probably wants to talk to you. I don't want to hog up the frequency too long on 38. There was nothing on it when I gave a hog of it also. I had the name actually pointed southwest. 3 or 4, they said, none of you said no from in there. I hit the button. I don't know from the northwest from New Hampshire, I know that much. It might be dead east here northeast, but it's sitting on 90 degrees and you're in the red. You're in the strawberry patch, Andy. So, hey, I'm going to give it a break and let somebody else get back to you there. And it's been a great pleasure there talking with you. Actually, I usually talk at people because they yak too much. That's why my nickname is Mr. Ed, the Talking Horse. My kid gave me. I did CW for 20 years, and then CB come out, and I got my first letter in 1957 as a letter in high school, my first hand license. So we've been pounding around for a lot of years. In August, the second week of August here, I'll be 83, so I've already outlived all the members of my family by 8 years, so I'm sort of on borrowed time probably, but it's pretty good. I just had cataract surgery the other day. I just went down for my post-op look yesterday, and I was all pretty bad there on the left one with the cross cataract surgery there, and they put a new lens in there, and I'm definitely having the right one doing because I can read the numbers from 2 feet away on the RF meter on this Ranger, so clear as a bell. So if he gets the right one that good, the right one was not as quality as the left, so he might even, I don't know how he can get better than 2020 a couple days after the off, but I told him I shoot competitive shotgun shot all over the world, and both live pigeons and clay pigeons, and for the U.S.
Okay, Ed, I think we may have just lost condition. Just going to try to get back to you one last time. This is the Tango Charlie Oscar 02. Back to Ed, 2521 in Northern New Hampshire. Amazing, I'm still hearing them. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Okay, Ed, got that last over. Very low. Conditions have certainly dropped out. Just want to ask you, sir, if you get a chance, when you watch the video, to drop me a message. I'd like to make contact with you through Facebook, through YouTube online. So make a comment on the video when you see it. I'm going to try to upload this video now of our VideoGate, sir. So this is Tango Charlie Oscar 02 in Newfoundland, Canada. We are clear with Ed in Northern New Hampshire, the 2521. God bless you, sir, and have yourself a wonderful day and your upcoming July 4th in America. We're celebrating Canada Day here, July 1st. God bless you, and take care, sir.